Hey, what's up guys? I'm coming at you with a video which is going to have an exercise for you, a mental exercise that may dramatically help your life. This is something that Shelly and I did with a life coach a long time ago, which was super helpful. It's a remarkable tool that I think might seem elementary at first glance, but can provide a huge benefit to your life when you actually do it and when you take it seriously. So here it goes. This is actually part one of a two-part series, by the way. Part two is going to be focused hyper focused on your health and fitness and your body, but this is going to be part one, which is your overall life. So let me get it started. Without further ado, the wheel of life. So as you see, I've got a circle going here, and you know how much I like pizza. This is wonderful. It resembles a pizza, so I just thought I'd throw that in there. But anyways, 8 pieces to this pie, and these 8 pieces go as so. We've got career. This is a category, there's all these different categories of your life, main components that dictate the quality of your life overall, right? So career, are you satisfied in what you're doing? Do you find fulfillment? Is it something you enjoy? And then financial, goes without saying. Spiritual, personal growth, your body and / health, which we'll touch base on more thoroughly later. Friends and family, your relationships, in other words. And then romance is a huge component of our health and our lives. It's one of our 6 physiological needs. And then fun and recreation is also a major component of our lives that we need to make sure that we're paying close attention to. So here we go. The way it works is we're going to rank each one of these categories from a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being right up in here in the middle. Hopefully you can see that green marker there. Is 1 being right here in the center, and then 10 being the absolute best that you could expect a category to go. It would be all the way on the outside, the outer ring of the circle. So I've got 1, and then halfway being 5, and 10 being at the end for each category. So let's just say I'm going to do this for example purposes. I want you to think about your financial health. How's your bank account? How are your finances? How's your income? Are you finding that it's the best it could possibly be? Give yourself a 10. I want you to draw this out on a piece of paper and pause the video and take care and do this right now. And then when you come back, what we're going to do is go, let's say I'm, absolute perfect. I'm going to draw the line out at the outer edge. Or if my financial health is about at a 50% of where I would like it to be. Let's say my goal is to make 100,000 and I'm making 50. Then what you might do is draw your line right there at the 5, halfway. And then same thing for the next category, spiritual. How's my spiritual component of my life? Am I really comfortable in what I believe and I feel confident that I enjoy or that I've got a connection to a higher spirit, a higher good, whatever it is to you, to God, to the universe. It's all about what you feel. Okay? If you're at an 8 or 9, it might look something like this. And then let's just say personal growth. I think I could use some improvement in this one. Maybe I find myself at about a 3, okay? And then I think you get the point by now, so on and so forth. Carry on. I'm just going to keep filling in mine as I go here. This is not reflective of me. I'm just using this as an example. But I want you to do that right now. Let's go ahead and take a moment, pause, and fill in yours. Oh, don't want Shelly to think the wrong thing here. So let's go. Boom, 10. And then bam and bam. Okay. So hopefully you've paused, you filled in yours, and you've come back. Now you want to take a look at your circle and identify what does it look like now with your new line. Right? So mine would look a little something like that. In fact, I could take it to the next level and I could erase these to really get a good picture of what we're working with. Right. Okay, so there's my circle. It doesn't look much like a circle. It's supposed to be the wheel of life. A wheel will roll downhill or will roll nice and smoothly if it is a perfect wheel, much like the outer ring that I had going on here earlier. But when our wheel has lumps and chunks taken out of it, it's going to be thump, 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 and it's not going to roll very well. So that's reflective of how your life may be going. It could be going nice and smoothly, or it could be going really chunky, and we might be having a tougher time. So then you want to analyze the weaker areas. Like, let's say your personal growth is not where it needs to be. Spend more time in that category. Really get down into some books and read. That is what's going to help you fill in this gap, thus allowing you to live a more complete life. That would be more well balanced. You'd catch it up to the other aspects of your life. Maybe finances aren't where you want them to be. Well, do some digging, read some Dave Ramsey, or talk to some people, get around people who have their finances in order, and learn and take control, because you have control over that. You just got to dedicate yourself to making it happen, right? So financial, we want to even that out with the other things. Your career sometimes can go hand in hand, but you know what? So oftentimes people can be making a lot of money but really dislike what they do. You have to enjoy your career and in order to be happy, because where do you spend the most of your time while you're awake? At work, right? Unless you're not working, in which case, if you don't need to, great, you might be very happy with that. But if you want a job and you don't have one, well, you better put a lot of time, effort, energy, and focus into getting a job so that you can make your career at a high level, higher than what it was before, than what it currently is. So you can, again, smooth out your circle here. Let's say, where else? Friends and family. If you're around people who don't treat you well, okay, you know what to do. Get around people that treat you well, and really work on something called presence. Because if you are present, you will foster great relationships in your life. Body and health. That one we'll dive into more. If you're here working out with us, then we're improving this one. And if you need more improvement there, we'll cover that in the next, we'll call it part 2. But of course, same goes for spiritual, personal. We talked about personal growth, romance. That might be a deeper topic for another video, but you do need to not underestimate the importance of having a good, strong sexual health and romantic health. Having that area of your life covered is very important, and it's not only for connection, but one of the important needs of human beings. So let's be working on that. No need to stay in a relationship that's not serving you, but also you can work through struggles too in your relationships. So let's see. I hope that I kind of provided a little bit of information for you on the categories, and kind of just gave you something fun to analyze, to spend some time working on, because you want to assess and identify what areas are lacking and then work on those areas. I promise you, like I said, it might seem elementary, but this is a very beneficial tool if you decide to take it seriously and use it. All right, cool. I hope that this was helpful, and check out we'll call it part 2 about your fitness very soon. Okay, later.